Just let me know whether you can see circle or not. Okay, so this is one of the program we are actually developed through OpenGL. So using triangle fan, you can develop this circle. Okay, so I just move to the next. Next is surface generated through interpolation between two or more surfaces. So there is some two surfaces already available, and then we do certain kind of interpolation. So here in this case you could see fillet. Okay, fillet is one thing, and we have a chamfer. So this chamfer and fillets are nothing but interpolation between two surfaces. So fillet is the interpolation between this surface and this surface. Okay, and chamfer is between this surface and this surface. Okay, so this is what the interpolation between the two surfaces what we do it. So chamfer and fillet falls in the category of surface generated through interpolation between two or more surfaces. Then there are various other kind of surfaces. Okay, so first one is the lofting. So this is what we call as loft. So we have a one different type of cross section which is circular, and here in this case we have a different type of cross section which is rectangular, and they are lofted together by a shortest distance. They are lofted together by a shortest distance. Then there is another stuff called as variation sweep. In this you have the cross section, okay, and then you have the various guide curves. So we have a multiple guide curves through which this cross section is swept. So that we call as a variation cross sweep. Then there is a cross sectional sweep. Okay, here in this case this is the one of the cross section, and this is another cross section, and we have the guide also. Okay, so it spine also, what we say, we have a spine or guide, and such kind of surface generation we called as a cross sectional sweep. So it is a combination of basically variational sweep and circular sweep. And of course there are surface generated something like this using various boolean operations like intersection, okay, union, and maybe subtraction. So by those we can also generate the various types of surfaces, and these are the Kuhn patches. Okay, this kind of surface is very difficult to generate, so those are called as Kuhn patches. So these are some figures of Kuhn patches. Okay, so it's like we create the patching between the multiple surfaces. Okay, now we move to the solid modeling techniques. So basically what I always say, the transformation is key. Okay, so first is the Boolean set of operation. Boolean set of operation is the first. There are many modeling techniques with the help of which we can generate the solids. Okay, so one of the oldest and most common modeling technique was Boolean set of operations. So what it means, you'll be given certain object and you perform various Boolean operations, and then the model which you generate is belongs to that technique. The next is octree. Okay, so octree is what we call as 8 cuboid. Octree means, the meaning of octree word is 8 cuboid. And this technique is presently available in various gaming softwares. So whenever the game is created, so that improved resolution means that particular cuboid is having a very small size. Okay, and if your graphics card is not supporting, so you might see some various polyhedra or maybe cuboid in your games. Okay, because games uses that concept of generating a various model using octree method. Next is sweep representation. So with the help of mathematical equations or mathematical formulations, you can generate the various models, and this modeling technique is very common and very easy to use it, simply because surface area and volume, we are very easy to calculate with the help of those mathematical operations, and we can store in evaluated form. Okay, then we have a boundary representation techniques. So basically it is generated from the surface modeling technique, that is forming skin on top of wireframe model. Okay, so it is generated from that, and that we represent is a boundary representation technique. Next is CSG. CSG is called as constructive solid geometry. Okay, so it is derived from Boolean sets of operation, but the geometries would be different, and there is a primitive instancing. So basically all the transformation we perform on various simple geometrical primitives to get the modeling done, and this modeling basically is called as primitive instancing. So one by one we will slowly go through it. So first comes the Eulerian formulation. So whenever basically we generate a solid model, okay, we need to verify whether it is a solid model or not. Okay, so here in this case we have to take the help of the Eulerian formula. See here, I don't have a notes on this. Okay, at least take a pen and pencil and write down few things about this formula. Okay, and this formula is very important. It is okay. So you may get a certain small problem on this formula, so you should be in a position to calculate it. Okay, since I'm using a PowerPoint, I am not having the facility to write here. Okay, so V stands for vertex. You can write down V stands for vertex. E stands for edges. F stands for faces. FH stands for how many faces is having holes. Again I repeat, FH stands for how many surfaces is having holes. Okay, NC stands for number of components or number of shells. Okay, so by default solid is one of the component, and its value most commonly always is 1. Okay, then we have TH. TH stands for number of through holes. TH stands for number of through holes. Okay, so just let me know whether you understood this formula, everything, each and every variable. Please just let me know. This is very important formula. Okay, NC is number of components. Yeah, I'll repeat again. V stands for vertex. Okay, you can write down V stands for vertex. E stands for number of edges. F stands for number of faces. FH stands for number of faces having holes. Okay, FH stands for number of faces. I am talking about face. Now, how many faces is having holes? NC stands for number of components. Okay, so in assembly, two component might make assembly. Okay, but in solid model, NC is always 1 because it is a one single model. So value of NC in a solid model, in one particular model, it is always 1. Okay, TH stands for through through holes. So how many holes are there which passes through whole bodies? Okay, so that stands for through holes. So it starts from one end and passes through the full body. Okay, that stands for TH, number of holes which passes through full body, and therefore TH denotes through holes, number of through holes. Okay, I hope you got the thing. Again, if you just if you have any query, you can ask. Okay, just reply so I'll understand. Okay, so now we'll take small example. Okay, so first example is cube. So I try to draw a cube in front of you. Okay, so this is my cube. So now let's count. How many are the vertices? Everyone has to reply. Huh? How many have how many cube has how many vertices? Very important formula. 4 marks numerical could be there. Okay. Great. 8 vertices. Correct. So I just wrote down 8 vertices. Now how many edges? You can count. Okay. काउंट करा, तिथं लिहिलेलं वाचू नका. तुम्हाला पटलं पाहिजे, स्वतःला आलं पाहिजे. मला नाही, माझ्यासाठी नाही शिकायचं, तुमच्यासाठी शिकायचं तुम्ही. 12. Okay, so 12 edges. How many faces this cube has? Okay, so I have the 6 faces, and already I say number of component is 1. Okay, so I write down vertices is 8. Okay, number of edges is 12. Okay, plus number of faces is 6. Number of faces having holes is 0, and this is equal to 2 into number of component is 1, number of through holes is 0. Okay, so here in this case what happens? 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 minus 12 is 2. Okay, and 2 equal to 2. Since this equation is satisfied, therefore it is a valid solid model. Okay, so what it decides whether the model is solid or not. So this is a valid solid model. Okay, so whenever you basically perform an operation, though whatever the solid is created, we need to verify it is whether valid solid or not, it is generating a solid or not. So for that we use the Euler formula, and if we are happy and it is generating a valid solid, then we generate it, or else we throw some error. Software will throw some error. Okay, so software basically we design. So this is the way we can have the validity of that solid model. So cube is basically a valid solid model. Okay, the next thing, so now look after this. Okay, so how many vertices? तिथे बघायचं नाही, हा तुम्हाला पटलं पाहिजे. हाउ मेनी वर्टाइसेस? So that cube is basically having a pocket. Okay, small pocket, and which is not through, and the pocket is square. So how many vertices? Yes, 16 vertices, because cube is having 8 vertices. So inside a cube there is another pocket whose shape is also cube. So 8 plus 8, 16 vertices. Great. Now count how many edges. Okay, it is a 24 edges because there are two cubes, a cube inside cube. Each cube is having 12 edges. So another cube is there, it will be also having a 12 edges. Okay, so therefore 24 is the correct answer. Okay. Now how many faces? That is what is the question. Count on your side. Just look after this value and don't believe it. I may be the wrong. Okay, I could make a mistake. Okay, it's a 11 faces, two cubes are there, therefore 12 total faces, and one face is removed. Okay, one face is removed from top side. The inner cube doesn't have a face, so we have the 11 faces. Okay, now FH stands for number of face having pocket. Okay, number of face having pocket, or number of faces having holes. So there is a one face, that is the top face, which is having a pocket. Okay, or the number of there is a one face which is having a hole. So on top surface there is some pocket or a hole is available. Therefore FH equal to 1, and obviously number of component is 1. So now I write 16 minus 24, okay, plus 11 minus 1 is equal to in the first model it is not hollow because it is the cube. We are talking about solid model, not the wireframe model. Okay, you got to understand it is a solid model, not a wireframe model. Okay, so 16 minus 24 plus 11 minus 1. Okay, 2 into number of component is 1 and minus 0. Okay, so let's think this comes out to be 10. Okay, and 10 if I subtract it from this, I will get minus 14, and minus 14 I subtract from 16, I will get 2. So again I will get a 2 equal to 2, and therefore this is a valid solid. Okay, I hope you understood this. Just let me know. Okay, fine. Now we will move to the next one. Okay, so next one is this. So now what I see, there is a cube and there is a through hole made up by the cube. Okay, there is a cube and through hole is made by the cube. So this is what is the object. So there is addition. So obviously number of vertices will be 16. Okay, number of edges will be 24 as it is, because there are two cube present, so vertices will be 16 and edges will be 24. Okay, then number of faces will be 10, one less than the previous one, because there are two faces, those are absent. Okay, for inner cube two faces are absent. Okay, so therefore I have the number of faces to be 10. Then face is having holes. Okay, so those are two, top surface and the bottom surface. So again I repeat, top surface and the bottom surface, these are the two surfaces is having hole. So therefore FH value will be equal to 2. Number of component will be 1. And number of through holes here in this case is 1. So there is a one hole which starts from first end and goes to the other end. So number of through holes are 1. Okay. So just let me know whether you understood each and every parameter of this. Okay, so again I repeat, the number of face which is having a holes is 2. Okay, we are talking about holes, and this is number of through holes. Those two things are different. So faces having holes and number of holes. So this identified feature where this identified faces. Okay, so those two things are different. So number of features which is having holes is 1. Okay, through holes. So if I try to balance this, 16, so sorry about that, this one got little bigger. Just a moment. Now I have to use the eraser because I put equal to. -16 24. Okay, number of faces 10, number of face having holes is 2, number of 2 is a constant, number of component 1, and number of through holes is 1. So right hand side is 0, so we have to verify this is 0 or not. Okay, so 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay, 8 and minus 24 is minus 16. Minus 16 plus 16 is 0. So we can see left hand side is 0, right hand side is 0. So therefore it's satisfied. Therefore this is a valid solid. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Just let me know. यापैकी त्यातील प्रॉब्लेम जे मी घेतोय मोस्ट प्रॉबेबली, कारण की पर्याय नाही आहे काही. Okay, now this is the another problem. Okay, so there is a cube and there is a one small plane on the right hand side. So third figure I am looking after. Okay, so vertices will be 10. Okay, so a cube is having 8 vertices and it is having an additional 2 vertices at this location. Okay, so vertices become 10. A cube is having 12 edges and it is having a 3 additional edges. So this becomes 15. Okay, faces 7 because the cube is having 6 faces. So this is the additional face and therefore number of faces is 7. Okay, number of component is 1. So this is what is there. Okay, so now I try to write down this. Okay, so I have the vertices 10 minus 15. Okay, then I have a plus faces 7. So no face hole, number of component 1, no through holes, so this will be 1. So if I try to do it, okay, so I get 2 on the left hand side and 2 on the right hand side. Okay, so if this is there, so what is the meaning of this if 2 equal to 2? just write down, or just let me know what this means now. Okay, so valid solid model. Now the next question is, looking after this figure, okay, this figure, is it really a valid solid model? Look after this figure carefully and just let me know whether it is really a valid solid model. Just 2-3 replies I got. Okay, so it is not a valid solid model because we have a one solid and one surface. Okay, so this is not a valid solid model. So that means here in this case Euler formula is giving incorrect result. Okay, so we have to impose additional condition. What is that additional condition? You have to write down. Okay, so I'm using a keyboard now. I don't have a tablet right now in front of me, so you have to help me. Okay, so what is there? Each vertex. Okay, so you can write down. I'll try my best to write here. Each vertex must be shared by at least, so word is at least, minimum, at least 3 surface. Okay, so each vertex must be shared by at least 3 surface. So this is the additional condition which is required to be a valid solid model. Okay, so now here in this case we see there are 2 vertices. Such 2 vertices, they are shared by only one surface. Okay, not by 3 surface. At least 3 surface we require. If we take any model, so let us say this point we consider, so this vertex is shared by this top surface, this right hand side surface, and this maybe the front surface. So 3 surfaces at least, each vertices is shared. So if that is the condition available apart from Eulerian formula, then we can consider this is a valid solid model. And of course there are one more condition which is also required, so that will study whenever it is we are going to have it such kind of model. So we are going to impose one more additional condition. So this is the condition that we have to also take care that each vertex must be shared by at least 3 surface. If that is the case, then the it is a valid. So don't use the formula. First find out all the vertices are shared by three surfaces or not. If yes, then go for the Eulerian formula. So computation here in this case itself is avoided. Okay, so from the connectivity table, whatever the table you prepare, and from that connectivity table, if you see, if you scroll down through while reading itself, that it is not shared, so immediately you say it is not a valid solid model, and you won't perform that operation, because these are required. So these are very essential term. So because we are going to generate a solid model using various transformation operation, and whether it result in solid or not, that we need to verify, and these are the aspects we have to take into account. Okay, the next, so this is what is the figure which is given to you. Okay, so there is some rectangular block. Okay, it is having one through holes and one partial holes, and now let's see. Okay, could you verify? So try to solve this, please. So this is the most probable question you can consider. Okay, if in examination 4 to 5 marks question is there, so I hope this is the most probable question. Okay, check it is a valid solid or not. So I'll give you minute. In minute you can observe very clearly. Yeah, great. So I'm happy that at least you got this. Okay, student always tries to leave this question from the examination, but it's a very simple question. Okay, so 4 marks for just using a one formula and counting stuff. Okay, so since the concept is not clear, they get into trouble. Okay, if your concepts are clear, it's very easy. Okay, so first modeling technique, if you remember, so I just go back. Okay, now one by one all modeling techniques we are going to go. Boolean operation, octree, sweep representation, boundary representation technique, then we have the CSG, then we have the primitive instancing. So these are the some of the modeling techniques. There are many. Okay, many solid modeling techniques available. Now let's go one by one. Okay, and of course many of them are used in various softwares like Boolean sets of operation, which is derived, and we are now calling as a CSG. Octree is using gaming software. Sweep representation is also used. Okay, in various modeling software. Boundary representation technique is the most commonly used in all the solid modeling softwares. Primitive instancing was also in use previous time. Okay, so all those are important things. So just let's go one by one. Regularized set of Boolean operation. So if you remember, here the word was Boolean set of operation. The word is here, the sentence is here in this case, Boolean sets of operation. Okay, but now I am changing that word sentence to regularize sets of Boolean operation. Now why regularize word? This means I am using a Euler formula. Okay, so sets of Boolean operation is fine, but I should verify also whether it generates a valid solid or not. Just my intention is not to perform Boolean sets of operation. So Boolean sets of operation by applying Euler formula is called as regularized sets of Boolean operation. So this regularized word stands because of we are trying to validate the Euler formula. Okay. So what is the Boolean sets of operation? There is only one simple geometry, and that geometry is brick. Okay. So there is no other geometry. This simple geometry, this is the brick. Now from where this concept has arisen? In older days, we used to construct a building, various building, our household model, okay, with the help of this brick. And today also we are doing it. So it started in civilization, we started with the help of brick. Okay, so constructing our own houses, that is the change of civilization. Okay, so from stone age we move to the brick age. So where we started our own making our own houses with the help of bricks. Okay, so from that brick this concept has been arrived. Okay, so there is no other geometry. This is the only brick what we are using it. Okay, so here in this case there are two bricks. And these two bricks are kept beside to each other, side by side. They are lying side by side to each other. Okay, now we can perform the various operations. Okay, so A star U B, this star E presents for regularization. So this regularization add what? Star. Okay, perform the operation if it generates the valid solid. So that is why this star is there. Okay, the significance of star is there is the existence of Euler formula. If the star is not there, so it's just a simple operation. So this is the union operation, A union B, and star represent I am validating a solid model. So if I do that, I am going to get this, and it is a valid solid. Okay, so I am using only brick as a component because your complex building, your own houses that are constructed with the help of a simple geometrical primitive, a brick. Okay, so that means with the help of brick you can generate a very complex model. That is very, very clear that we are doing it. Okay, so by doing these two union operation I get the valid solid. The next is A intersection B. So this next is A intersection B. So A intersection, so if I try to find out intersection of A and B, so I get a one common plane. I get a one common plane between block A and block B. So that plane is not a valid solid model. Therefore, I am going to get a null object. Okay, since that plane is not a valid solid model because A intersection B. What is the intersection between A and B? There is a one plane. And if I get a plane is not a valid solid. Okay, and therefore I get a intersection operation as null. Okay, now next operation is A minus B. So there is a and minus B. So what I get? Only A. What I get? Only A, and A is a valid solid model according to Euler formula. Okay, now if I place the two bricks like this, okay, if I place two bricks like this, and if I do the operation something like this, I get this model. Okay, which is a solid model. A intersection B, there is no intersection at all, so I will get a null. Okay, A minus B, again I will get only A, so this is a valid solid. Okay, so that is what I am doing the regularization. Now third case, So A brick and B brick, so there is a one only common one edge. Okay, so this is the common edge which is available. Hmm. So A union B, a perfectly valid solid model. A intersection B, I get only line, not a valid solid model, so therefore null object. A minus B, yes, I will get only A. So these are the valid solid model. Now you could see I can arrange A and B in various ways. Okay, and then I could generate union operation like this, and then maybe the intersection operation like this, and maybe the subtraction operation like this. So I can arrange bricks in any way. So even I could arrange one more brick, maybe something, I change the direction of brick, something like this. Okay, and I put it here. So maybe it generates some different kind of shape of operation. I may subtract it, the orientation of the brick I can change it, okay, and perform it. So various shapes and size I could very easily achieve just with the help of this brick operation. Okay, so if I want to have a cylinder, so I could arrange, this brick is there, okay, and this is what is the center. So I could arrange several bricks in this circular fashion, okay, and then I could get a some kind of circular cylinder. So various operation you perform on only brick element, and you could get a various shape and size. Of course, if the complex shape and size is there, it will be very difficult to generate, and it will requires heavy computation time. So that is of course what is the disadvantage of this. Okay, so just let me know you understood this regularized set of Boolean sets of operation. Just let me know, because time is almost completed. Okay, and you can use these features, you can use this concept in various programming language. Okay, you can use the JavaScript what we are studying, you can use OpenGL using C++, and you can do it, you can write your own code. Okay, so I'll just show you one code in front of you. So this is the code which I have created. Okay, so it's not running presently. There is a version conflict of C++, but I'll show you which I have changed the version recently. I'll show you this. So you could see very clearly. I hope you are able to see the torus. Okay, this is a simple solid model. By performing only transformation, nothing is there. I did only perform transformation, and this whole torus is created. Just let me know whether you are able to see the torus or not. Okay, it's a very simple operation. I'll tell you the how much line of code is there. 6 lines of code. Okay, not more than that, 6 lines of code, because it is a transformation. So one transformation in one direction, other transformation in other direction. So 2 loops I require, and 2 additional statements are required to perform the transformation to get x, y, z coordinate. That's it, nothing else. So within these 6 lines, I could create such a simple solid model very easily. Okay, so that is what I am telling you, that don't fear a programming. ओके, प्रोग्रामिंगमध्ये फक्त आपल्याला काय शिकायचं असतं, हाऊ टू प्रिंट, हाऊ टू राईट इफ, हाऊ टू राईट फॉर, हाऊ टू राईट फंक्शन्स, हाऊ टू यूज ॲरेस. दॅट्स इट. 5-6 गोष्टी जर आपल्याला आला तर आपल्याला कुठलीही प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेज येते. ओके, दॅट्स व्हेरी क्लिअर. एनी प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेज डॅम यू कॅन स्टडी इन 1 day, not more than that. Okay, so your mathematical concept, your base concept is what more important. Okay, fine, thank you. So you can join another class. So my class is over.